Have you noticed a growing mismatch between your company's rigid structure and the fluid nature of today's business challenges? A seismic shift in work organization is underway. In this discussion, you will explore the transformative trend reshaping the corporate landscape, the move from a job centric to a skills powered paradigm. You will gain insights into how this shift is redefining organizational structures, talent management, and the very nature of work in the 21st century. You will also learn why companies are dismantling traditional job hierarchies in favor of more fluid, skill based models, and how this new approach is enabling organizations to become more agile, innovative, and resilient. Whether you are a business leader, HR professional, or simply curious about the future of work, this discussion offers you a glimpse into a paradigm shift that's poised to reshape the way companies compete and succeed in the years to come. What if everything you know about how work gets done is about to change? The job description, that time honored document that has guided careers for generations, may soon be as obsolete as the typewriter. Work today is undergoing a profound transformation, changing a paradigm that has persisted for nearly a century and a half. Since the late 19th century, the cornerstone of workforce management has been a single conceptual model: groups of jobs within functional hierarchies. This model, deeply ingrained in organizational structures, has been the primary solution to a key business problem: the problem of connecting available talent with the work to be done. Today, this long standing framework is increasingly showing signs of obsolescence. The traditional operating system, based on rigid job descriptions and predefined roles, is proving ill equipped to meet the demands of our fast changing world. In recent years, we have seen technology render entire skill sets obsolete overnight. A software developer hired for their expertise in a specific programming language may find that language outdated within a year, while a marketing specialist might suddenly need to master an entirely new set of digital tools that didn't exist when their role was defined. Companies find themselves in a constant state of adaptation, needing to pivot strategies and reallocate resources at a moment's notice. This fluidity is at odds with the traditional rigid job based structures, requiring new levels of agility. Yet there are more drivers at work. The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence is blurring the lines between human and machine work. Automation technologies aren't merely replacing human labor but fundamentally altering the nature of work itself, creating new categories of tasks and rendering others obsolete. A more granular and flexible approach to work organization is needed, one that can easily adapt to the changing dynamics of human machine collaboration. And the rise of alternative work arrangements, from remote work to gig economy platform, is challenging the very notion of what it means to be an employee. These new models demand more flexible frameworks that can accommodate diverse working arrangements and fluid organizational boundaries. In response to these converging forces, a new paradigm is emerging, one that places skills rather than jobs at the center of work organization. This shift promises to usher in a more adaptable and efficient approach to managing talent and work in the modern economy. Skills are becoming the new currency, supplementing the dominance of job titles and fixed roles. Rather than fitting employees into predefined jobs, companies are increasingly focusing on the granular skills that individuals possess and can develop over the period of time. The benefits of adopting these skill centric models are manifold and far reaching. Perhaps most critically, it dramatically enhances an organization's agility. This approach offers new levels of flexibility and adaptability that weren't previously attainable, It allows organizations to view their talent pool as a fluid, dynamic resources that can be quickly reconfigured to meet challenges and changes in business needs. Let's take Spotify's example. Spotify's squad model, for example, represents this shift to a more dynamic skill based approach to work organization. In this model, small cross functional teams called squads form and reform around specific period of time for specific projects or needs. This flexible structure allows Spotify to rapidly reorganize based on project requirements, enabling quick adaptation to changing market demands and needs. Additionally, compared to the traditional approach, a skills-based approach often leads to more effective placement of talent. By focusing on specific competencies rather than broad job descriptions, organizations can ensure a closer match between the individual's capabilities and the specific work at hand. This both improves productivity and tends to boost employee satisfaction and engagement at the same time. As individuals find themselves applying their strengths more efficiently and directly, the shift to skills as currency also democratizes opportunity within organization. It opens up new pathways for career development and internal mobility, allowing employees to move across traditional departmental boundaries based on their evolving skill sets. This can be a powerful driver of innovation as diverse skills and perspectives are more easily brought together. In the face of rapid technological change and automation, a skill based approach provides a more nuanced and adaptable framework for workforce planning. It allows organizations to identify emerging skill needs more precisely and to develop or acquire those skills proactively, ensuring they remain competitive. You have seen how skills based approaches are transforming work, but what exactly are skills today? Skills have become more than just lines on a resume or theoretical knowledge. They encompasses both the potential to perform tasks and the practical expression of that potential into tangible work outcomes. For example, a data analyst's SQL skills require not just knowledge of syntax, but the ability to write queries that extract meaningful insights from the dataset available. Likewise, a project manager skill in conflict resolution requires more than not just a solid grasp of conflict management theories, but the ability to resolve team disagreements flexibly and keep projects on track. This nuanced understanding of skills forms the foundation of the skills powered organization. The skills landscape is typically divided into two broad categories: technical skills, often referred to as hard skills, and human skills, sometimes called soft or enabling skills. Hard skills might include specialized knowledge like accounting, coding, or UI/UX design, while human skills encompass critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and effective communication. Both categories are necessary in the modern workplace, with human skills often proving to be the differentiator in an increasingly automated world. In the skills powered paradigm, the assessment and verification of skills present both challenges and opportunities. Traditional models like certifications and formal assessments continue to play a role, but they are now complemented by more dynamic approaches. Artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms are increasingly being employed to infer skills from an individual's work history, projects, and even real time performance data. The AI-driven approach often uncovers a broader and more nuanced skill set than self-reporting or traditional assessment alone. But the true value of skills lies not just in their possession but in their expression as well. The concept of skills expression emphasizes the importance of not just having a skill but applying it effectively to achieve desired outcomes. This shifts the focus from more compatibility to actual performance and impact. For example, a marketing professional might showcase their social media management skills by pointing to a portfolio of successful campaigns that increase engagement by 20%. The skills-powered organization requires a cultural shift. Employees must be encouraged to continuously develop and apply new skills, while managers need to become adept at assembling teams based on skill requirements rather than traditional departmental boundaries. The shift to skill-based work didn't happen overnight. Like any significant change in human society, it has roots stretching back through decades of industrial and technological evolution. The Second Industrial Revolution, spanning from 1870 to 1930, gave birth to the job-centric work model that has shaped our understanding of employment for over a century. This era saw factory floors transform into carefully orchestrated symphonies of human labor. Tasks once performed by skilled craftsmen were broken down into repetitive, standardized actions. The shoemaker became the heel attacher, the seamstress became the button sewer. These fragmented activities were then grouped into jobs, further categorizing into job families, and stacked into rigid functional hierarchies. Frederick Taylor, with stopwatch in hand, epitomized this pursuit of efficiency. His scientific management principles turned workers into interchangeable parts in a grand industrial machine, each with a precisely defined role and set of motions. This approach promised unprecedented productivity, but at the cost of individual creativity and flexibility. The factory worker, the office clerk, the middle manager each became a cog in a vast standardized system of work organization that would persist well into the 21st century. The third industrial revolution lasted from 1955 to 2005. The democratization information enabled companies to distribute work globally, leading to the rise of outsourcing. Entire jobs and processes were relocated into a pursuit of labor arbitrage, but the job still remained the primary currency of work during this period. This era also led to increased inequality as high-income, college-educated workers benefited, while middle-class jobs in manufacturing were automated or outsourced. As we entered the fourth industrial revolution in 2005, the pace of change accelerated. Advances in cloud computing, mobile technology, and artificial intelligence heralded the democratization of work itself. Traditional boundaries of space, time, and organizational structure began to dissolve. Platform based businesses models emerged, giving birth to the gig economy and initiating the shift from jobs to skills as the primary currency of work. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report 2023 underscores the urgency of this transition to skill based organizations, suggesting that a majority of workers will require additional training by 2027. While technology related roles dominate the list of fastest growing jobs, the landscape is shifting rapidly. The advent of large language models and generative AI is democratizing access to many technological capabilities, potentially reducing the premiums previously commanded by certain technical skills. Paradoxically, this technological democratization may help address the rising inequality we have experiencing over the past two industrial revolutions. By increasing the productivity of workers across skill levels, AI has the potential to level the playing field, similar to how automation reduced the premium on skills in the past. Imagine a world where your next job interview doesn't start with the "tell me about your work history," but instead begins with "show me what you can do." The transition to a skills-powered organization represents a democratizing of opportunity, breaking down traditional barriers that have long governed access to jobs and career advancement. In a skills-based paradigm, the emphasis moves away from rigid qualifications like specific degree or job titles and instead focuses on the concrete capabilities you bring to the table. An analysis by the World Economic Forum suggests that across 18 major economies, adopting a skill-first approach could add over 100 million people to the global talent pool. This isn't just a numbers game, it represents a fundamental reimagining of how we match talent with opportunity, potentially unlocking human potential on an unprecedented scale. By focusing on actual capabilities rather than proxies like educational pedigree or past job titles, this model can help level the playing field. It potentially allows individuals from diverse backgrounds to showcase their abilities and compete for opportunities based on merit rather than credentials. This change isn't without its challenges. It transforms how companies approach talent management from recruitment and hiring to development and retention. A key step in this process is looking at a strategic workforce planning through a skill based lens. How? By distinguishing between the specific skills that will be critical for future success, often categorized as sunset and sunrise skills. Sunset skills are those becoming less relevant due to change in technology or markets, while sunrise skills are emerging as crucial for future competitiveness. This forward looking approach allows organizations to proactively manage their talent pipelines, focusing on developing the capabilities that will drive their future success. It's also important to cultivate a learning culture. This goes beyond traditional training programs. It involves fostering an environment where continuous skills development isn't just encouraged but expected. Companies are leveraging technology to democratize access to learning opportunities, providing employees with on demand content and cross functional experiences to build and hone their skills. The rise of AI-powered talent marketplaces represents another key development in the skills-based approach. These platforms use sophisticated algorithms to match employee skills with available opportunities across the organization, transcending traditional departmental boundaries. This allows for more efficient allocation of human capital and also provides employees with diverse work experiences that accelerate their skills development. The challenge lies in implementing new technologies and also fostering a cultural transformation that embraces continuous learning, reimagining the very nature of work and careers in the 21st century. The main takeaways of this discussion to The Skills Powered Organization by Ravin Jesuthasan and Tanuj Kapilashrami is that the traditional job-centric work model is becoming obsolete, giving way to a new skill-powered paradigm. This shift is driven by rapid technological advancements, changing workforce dynamics, and the need for organizational agility. In this brave new world, skills are the new workplace currency. Organizations must embrace continuous learning, focus on skills development, and prepare for a future where abilities matter more than job titles. Those who adapt successfully will enjoy greater flexibility, efficiency, and opportunities for both employers and employees. Okay, that's it for this discussion. We hope you enjoyed it. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next discussion.